Today's In the Studio video will talk about the Baroque period and its connection to the sea. Hi, welcome back to the studio. And if this is your first time here, I'd like to welcome you as well. I'm jewelry designer Henry Elfring, and I work primarily in precious metals. Now, I talk about zoomorphic imagery a lot when I'm referencing my jewelry, and that's because I believe all living creatures are connected. So today will be no different. However, today I'm going to use something I haven't used before, which is a natural gem born of the sea, and that's a pearl. So this new piece of jewelry that I'm going to create, which I hope is a pair of earrings, will be a combination of zoomorphic imagery and this natural gemstone, a pearl. So I'm very excited. Let's go over to the drawing table, finish my sketch, and then get on with the actual piece of jewelry. Because I am using a natural pearl, which comes from the sea, I wanted to create a mythical sea creature, and to that end I chose to morph a sea dragon with a fishtail. Both the fish and the dragon make their home in the warm waters of the sea, and I thought that made them the perfect companion for the pearl. As I continue to draw, I'm envisioning the curves of the dragon sort of mimicking the rolling curves of the sea waves. And adding to that, the curves are also a great reflection of the curves found within the pearl. And now that the zoomorphic image is completed, or just about completed, we need to talk about the pearl. And I suppose if I asked you to describe a pearl, and most of you would respond by saying it's a round, white, lustrous sphere. And in a classic sense, you'd be right. But not all pearls are round. Most pearl farmers would tell you that out of their harvest every year, only about 20 to 30% of the pearls are round. But regardless of the pearl's classification, pearls are the only jewels in the world that are created by a living animal, and especially one that is in the sea. Aside from the beautiful classic round pearl that we're all so familiar with, I'd like to introduce you to another classification of a pearl called Baroque. It's actually a favorite of mine. Baroque pearls are created entirely by nature, and like us, they come in a variety of shapes and sizes. I think their uniqueness gives them a very modern vibe. I mentioned Baroque, and Baroque, actually, what is it? Well, for me, the Baroque period was a period of artistic style found in architecture and music and arts in general throughout Europe during the 17th and 18th century. It was elaborate and highly detailed art. Throughout history, pearls of all classifications have played their role. Queen Elizabeth I was known for her pearls that she kept in her hair and in her clothes and around her neck, and Charles I wore a Baroque pearl earring. Few pearls have created more excitement or enthusiasm than the world-renowned La Peregrina. This pear-shaped pearl was discovered in 1513 and at the time was the largest discovered. After its discovery, this pearl passed through many hands over the centuries, and it was eventually given to King Philip II of Spain, who then presented it to Queen Mary I of England, seen in this portrait with the pearl. Over the centuries, pearls have continued to change hands before ending up in 1969 with Richard Burton, who then took the pearl to Cartier and asked them to design a necklace. And pictured here is the completed necklace with the pearl. Elizabeth tells the story of having dinner with Richard one night and noticing that her pearl was missing off the necklace, and she ran into the bedroom searching for it, only to discover that her dog was chewing on something, and that something happened to be her pearl. And here are my Baroque pearls, maybe not quite the caliber of Elizabeth's, but beautiful nonetheless with great luster and great iridescence. Just checking my castings with my drawing to make sure they're everything I requested them to be. So being satisfied with my castings, I've started soldering the pieces together, and I decided to take the dragonfish and place them outside a frame, just as if the pearl and the dragon broke out of the sea. Having finished putting all the pieces together, they're ready to be polished. I love watching the pieces take on a bright shine. It's as if they're coming to life for me. So here we are, the finished earring. They're really kind of fun, I think. They're very unique and certainly are looking for a new home. So if you know anybody interested, have them contact me at henryelfringjewelry.com, or I can be emailed at henryelfring@gmail.com. Thanks again for stopping by, and I'll see you soon.